Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. So it's been a while. Somebody actually commented and said, "Are you all right?" I think that's so funny when people do that. It's not actually that normal that I don't do as many videos. I try to, well, I used to have like one a day, and then I do one every other day. But as a lot of you have noticed, that I haven't done any for a while. That's because of just work circumstances, very busy. I've also got another couple of things going on. I used to do a kind of musical act called Kenny and the Energy. Go check it out if you want to see me doing a one-man band with a loop pedal. Yes, a loop pedal, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a private gig this weekend, so I've been like rehearsing for that because I haven't done it for like 24 months. I haven't touched that gear. So that's where I've been up to really, but I'm back. I haven't actually done a video to finalize the whole Cantina issue. So it did finish at 14,000 odd. So it did get to, what's he called now? I can't even remember the guy's name. Needs. I think that's the guy. So there is a custom there. Oh, hang on, a really weird angle here. I've got two of them. So this is the guy that came with the 3-pack. Are you watching? Buffy's Caveman. Nice 3-pack. That one's a little bit dodgy in terms of his finish. This is a custom that was given to me by Lau. He's given me loads of lovely custom figures. So kind of like, I feel like I've got him, and I really wanted that Wolfman, but come to that later. But this is as far as it got. We got Greedo, we got him. We didn't get Arnold Shoosh or whatever he's called, which was a bit of a disappointment, I have to say. I'm thinking of calling this video Tears for Tears, because it was a little bit of an anticlimax, I will admit, when it didn't get to 17, because I had a few people in my ear saying, you watch it, it'll back. And I really, really wanted it to get to 17. But do you know what, man? It did very well, and at least it backed. And I don't want to be knocking any other HasLab projects, but, you know, some of them have not backed. So that was good that it backed, but man, it's a shame it didn't go all the way. But there you go, it didn't. And that's it. We're going to have to get on with it. But here's my thoughts on that. What I like about this guy, even though I don't feel I need him, is his card back is absolutely amazing. I'm quietly confident that these characters, Greedo, him, and the Wolfman, are going to come out anyway. I mean, Greedo is definitely going to come out. Let's look at Greedo first. Greedo, right, was clearly a figure for another mass production, and they're going to do it on the traditional Greedo card as well, aren't they, right? The other card back was an alternative, a bit like Yakface in The Barge, if you can picture that. So if that's the case for Greedo, there's nothing to say that they won't do that. Well, they're definitely going to make him. And I got a bit confused. I was looking at all those prototypes that Emily had. I guess they were 3D printed, I've subsequently found out. But come on, man, give us that as well. But do you know what? Of those 3 figures that they put into the Cantina, the Shoosh card back I disliked the most. Don't know why, I just thought it looked a bit lame. It looked too proppy. He's better when you see him in the original unaltered trilogy, when he's growling, he's drinking, and he kind of like, he's been replaced with him, hasn't he? Ketwell or whatever he's called. But just imagine that card back. Now, I'm hoping that Hasbro will give us all 3 characters further down the line, but Shoosh will be on a different card back. Greedo will definitely be on a different card back. And as for this guy, I loved his card back. Whatever they showed us for the HasLab was better. So he could come on an alternative card back in the main line as well, or somehow, somewhere. Just don't know yet. So just in closing, to clarify, the 2 card backs out of the 3 I wanted the most we got, Greedo and Needs. But I really, 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 really want this figure. I only really wanted it loose. Funny that, isn't it? It's a beautiful figure, that. But the card back, not so much. But that's okay if, for example, we get that figure in the future, and potentially it could be a better card back, in my opinion anyway, in a different alternative in the main line. So that's my thoughts on that. So I'm not crying too much. I'm very proud that we got where we were, and well done if you backed one. Some people held back, man. A lot of people didn't do it, and you know, that's probably either financial, or they just thought it was too expensive, or they waited too long and they were holding back. I'm not going to back it until it gets to 17, or I don't know, man. I really don't know what your story is. But if you did back it, congratulations. And I'm very sorry if you wanted to and couldn't for financial reasons. that's all I really want to say in this video. I do have a couple of other things I want to talk about, maybe in another video, so I don't prattle on too long. But some guy was saying to me, and I can't remember your name, you said that you couldn't fit, he said, good luck fitting the facade on one shelf. I'm sorry, my friend. In fact, I'm talking about it now. I might as well finish by talking about this. The facade was, bear with me, outside was 17.8 centimetres high, which is easy. That will fit on here, on there as well. It was 38.6 centimetres wide. Well, I'm sorry, but this is an 80 centimetre shelf. So it's only going to go to about half of 80 is 40, right? So if it's 38 centimetres, it's going to be as long as that is. I mean, that looks like it's longer, as only because it's got that door there. So the facade's going to be about like that, is it not? That means I can put my land speeder there as well. Yeah, and here's another thing I must mention. The shelves here were looking good. I did a whole video on that if you want to look, if you want to check that video out as well. But there's one thing I haven't mentioned, which is the depth is looking a bit iffy for a couple of items. The depth of the foyer. The foyer is 27.7 centimetres, or let's call it 28 centimetres deep. So that means, right, let me just show you how deep these shelves. These shelves are 23, I believe, 23 centimetres. Let me just clarify and verify that for you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 23. But this ruler is 28 there. It's only 5 more centimetres. It might jut out a little bit, which might be all right. It's just basically, it's the staircase of the foyer. It will jut out a little bit. However, these are a little bit deeper, these shelves here. Plus, at the end of the day, I don't know how you're going to display yours. If you've got something like that, like a coffee table or whatever, you've got lots of depth, you'll be all right. These vehicles are just sat on there. Or, for example, down here, that's... Ooh, hang on. Wait a minute, the gimbal's going mental, ladies and gentlemen. That's quite deep. So, but I think what I'm going to try and do is have them on these shelves here. And just for certain pieces, I think it's only the staircase of the foyer will just, you know, jut out a little bit. But that might be quite nice, a bit of depth, because you know, some items do come out towards you. And it's not a problem. Like, you know, you've got this coming out here. Some things are fine, they're flush and they're in there. But you know what I'm saying? But just wanted to address that. I'm going to shut up now, ladies and gentlemen, because I've said all I want to say. I think I've addressed a couple of things. Thank you for the messages. People have left lots of comments. They've told me if they've backed it and whatnot. And if I find any other tasty comments I've found on the subject of the cantina, I will feature them in another video. I've been screenshotting things I've found interesting, and I can also feature them into Only One fans as well. Speaking of Only One fans, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget I did have a giveaway for my 10,000 subscribers, and it's in the previous episode of Only One fans. I will also leave a link to there as well. There's 3 different things you can win. Do not miss out on that. Check it out. That's all I'll say. Happy 15th anniversary to the BOE as well. I forgot to... There was a live stream last night and I forgot to be... I was invited to it. I was supposed to be on it. I completely forgot. I feel very embarrassed with everything going on. It's just a bit... Oh, God. So anyway, but get yourself on WhatsApp better, BOE, man. I would have... If you'd sent me a message, I would have remembered. But it's my fault, really. I'm blaming you. That's terrible. Anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes, and I do have a video review of that. I want to talk about that again a bit more. That's also very important for the facade. And generally, these are my... I could put the cantina here, couldn't I, really? This is all Tatooine. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So exciting, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? The world is our oyster, and the cantina is now official. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one.